We did take a dramatic pause for maybe like 2 weeks where we thought that maybe Aaron Donald once again was going to retire or not retire. Is he going to come back? And when the podcast came out last week of him saying, well, 8 was always a special number. I always thought 8 was going to be the special number. Well, it looks as if 8 was not special enough because Aaron Donald is coming back to the Los Angeles Rams. He is getting a very, very high-paid contract. It's going to give him $40 million raised over the last 3 years. So that way they reworked his contract. And so now he will be getting at $40 million and then making him the highest non-paid quarterback. He's going to get $95 million through 2024. Not surprised because Aaron Donald last week, I was just like, I'm so annoyed by this whole Aaron Donald thing. Like we thought maybe he's going to retire. He won the Super Bowl. His house was on the market, and I thought the same thing. I was like, well, why would your house be on the market if you're not going to, if you want to leave? Then he bought an even bigger house, and then, okay, he's going to stay. Then the podcast comes out last week, and it's, well, you know what? If it doesn't work out, if it's a business deal, I want to win. If it doesn't work out, I'm okay with walking away. Well, the Rams were listening. They reworked it. He's getting paid even more than what we thought he was going to be getting paid.
He's so good.
Right.
I mean, it's hard not to. I'm not looking at the Rams as Super Bowl repeat contenders just because it really pains me to say Matthew Stafford could go out and get it done again. But any team that has Aaron Donald spearheading their defense has a legitimate chance. I mean, just watching this run this past year, you're just like, holy crap. Like, 3 Defensive Player of the Year honors, all the way dating back to when he was Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think he's an 8-time Pro Bowler at this point. Like, if you're having a conversation about the most impactful defensive players in NFL history, he's going to be on that list at this point in his career. And at 31, he comes back, and it's weird. I was kind of like sitting in the space of trying to shift to, okay, Aaron Donald's going to be done. He's going to go live his best life, retire, figure it out. And now he's not. And now you have Kanye West and Donda Sport. What do we call it? Donda Sports?
Donda Sports.
Is that just it? Okay. Now they have 2 officially. 2 like active players. One in Jaylen Brown and then one in Aaron Donald. That's a pretty good roster to start your sports agency.
Yeah, it's a good roster to have. Where I mean, if you're thinking about the last 2 weeks on the NFL side of things, Aaron Donald was the conversation of like, is he going to come back? That was the biggest storyline. And then you had on the basketball side of it, Jaylen Brown and this Boston Celtics, or even if you come off of the game from game 2, is like Jaylen Brown versus Draymond Green, his pants being pulled down. I mean, Kanye is, he's always in the midst of a lot, and so this just adds on to it. But it seems as if he chose even though Jaylen Brown still surprises me. That still takes me aback a little bit, but he still has 2 of the top athletes right now, especially in this time period.
Stuff isn't that hard. Aaron Donald is a phenomenal football player. You pay that phenomenal football player what he's worth. Damn the position. Aaron Donald commands 3 guys routinely. He's getting double teamed at the very least and probably getting chipped by somebody, be it a back out the backfield, be it another guard. Somebody's got to come over there and chip him. When you have that much attention on one guy on the defensive line, it frees everybody else up and makes it to where you can do more dynamic things defensively without having to change personnel. This is great for Aaron Donald and great for non-quarterbacks as well, because you can go out there and prove your value and not be stymied by your position as it pertains to making money. So if I'm a tight end, let's say, and I routinely get 70 catches a year, I routinely get over 1,000 yards receiving, I routinely score double-digit touchdowns, you can't say, oh, well, you're a tight end. They're just not valued that way. I'm looking at George Kittle. I'm looking at Travis Kelce. And I think Kyle Pitts, will be the same type of dude. They can't say, oh, you're a tight end, we're only going to pay you $10 million a year. No, get that out of here. I'm a valuable piece of this team. Pay me like such.
Yeah, and what's so interesting is that this must have been like maybe a wedding gift to Sean McVay, because Sean McVay had to do his interview yesterday, and on SiriusXM he even said, we thought things were trending in the right direction at my wedding. He was there and having a great time, and I was like, could you imagine as a head coach, you're getting married to the love of your life, But in your back of your mind, you know that these conversations are being had with Aaron Donald. You're waiting to kind of see if they're going to like get to the right number. He's going to agree. You're seeing Aaron Donald celebrate. You're saying like, thanks for being here to celebrate my love. And then come 2 days later, he signs on the deal. He's like, this is your wedding gift, wedding gift to you. But then Sean McVay has to also work on Monday as well. So I don't know if it's even a gift to him. He's like, dude, we could have signed this before the wedding so I can go to my honeymoon potentially and not have to do a whole bunch of interviews now talking about said contract.
Yeah, now he gets to like double his interviews of, oh, how was your wedding? Okay, that's great. More importantly, how excited are you that you got this deal done with Aaron Donald? Could you imagine if Aaron Donald just like folded up his contract and put it in a traditional like congratulations wedding card with like the little champagne flutes, and Sean McVay just goes to open it and he's like, oh, what a sweet gift.
I probably would have loved that more than, I don't know what happened. I'm sure maybe like he whispered something, they knew this, but I would have loved that more than like 2 days later or something where you're after you get married. Because I imagine, he has a honeymoon plan. I don't know. I know like their off season's very different, and now their off season's like ticking away. And so he might have a honeymoon or maybe wanted to spend some time, and his wife probably was just like, do we have it? I mean, she might love it. She might be like, we're all in. Like,
she loves the money.
Right. Aaron Donald gets paid. We're potentially going to get paid because when it comes to us helping us get to the Super Bowl, this also helps me as well. So it's probably a whole entire family affair. But I would have liked that to have happened. I would have liked it to be like an actual official gift where I did not know, and I opened it up and I was like, you're on the couch with your babe on Sunday, and you're just like, he's coming back.
It's like, ooh, that post-wedding glow. Right. And he's like, no, it's that post-Aaron Donald finally signed his contract glow. We're good to go.
What's really interesting about his deal, which I forgot to say, is that so with the $65 million guaranteed in the first 2 years, it's structured in a way where he can either retire or return for the 2024 season, and for an additional $30 million guaranteed, and they reworked a no-trade clause in there. So I think it's very interesting where, as Aaron Donald did say on the podcast, he did say that, I always wanted it to be 8 years. I'm happy. I'm okay walking away from the game. I think this gives him a chance where like, I'm not stuck into something. We already know that 2024, I get to 10. I want you guys to know that I might still, want to retire and be done. I don't care. I don't care if we won another Super Bowl and I am a top, athlete. I think this does show for him. He's really, what he said on the I Am Athlete podcast is very true, in the sense of like, everything else, it doesn't really matter to me. It's more about me and my family, what's best for me, and walking away from the game when that is the right time. That's on his timetable, not everybody else's.
Imagine, everybody, close your eyes. If you're driving, don't close your eyes. Pull over and then close your eyes. That you are a college assistant coach and you grinded all your life to try and get to the NFL. You go from college to college, improving your resume. You finally get noticed by an NFL team. They interview you, you don't get the job, you go back to college until one day an NFL team takes a chance on you. And they say, you know what? We're in Jacksonville, we could use a head coach, and they bring you in. And you don't know Aaron Donald's damn name. Imagine that. This guy is breaking the bank, and you don't know who the hell Aaron Donald is, for crying out loud. Calling him number whatever. He's pretty good, huh? How do you do that? How, Urban Meyer? How?
Open your eyes. And just see Aaron Donald running towards you.
How does he not know his name?
I don't know.
And he was the head coach.
Don't let it get you upset, CJ. Don't let it get you upset.
We've moved past that man.
Y'all have moved past that man.
On this. Okay.
You still think about him?
All the time. All the time. Yes, I know it. It's hard out here being me. The things that run through this beautiful mind of his
Urban Meyer has a space.
Yes, he does.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.